My oldest son, when he was about in second grade, they were teaching about drinking and driving in school, and I got a phone call because he was really upset and he told them that I was drinking and driving every day. And I'd explain to them, he's literal, could you please explain you're talking about alcohol because it's coffee? Embarrassing.
Chris, when he was little, he would hand us a banana and he would ask us to open the doors. And I thought, what did you need? I mean, that was precious to us. He thought about, yes, you peel banana, that's how you open the doors for that.
I will never look at a banana the same way, Pastor Chris.
And Jessie, she, little bitty too, she would start to get in trouble and she would, with her daddy, and she'd say, oh, but daddy, I'm just a baby.
Oh.
You know, she learned that.
Oh my
That's smart.
Yes, it was very good. It was.
I guess probably about last year, we were all sitting at the dinner table, and Reese said, Dad, when can I get sabotaged? And we were like, what did you just say? And he said, sabotaged. When can I get sabotaged? And we were like, Reese, what are you talking about? He said, you know, sabotaged, when they dunk you under the water and they bring you back up. So he wanted to be back, but that's what he asked us to be baptized. But I'll always
so funny. I was at work, I came to work, and I kept smelling something like all day throughout my day. I'd get a little sniff that, what is the smell? And I changed Peyton that morning, but I didn't think about it. And then I get home later that day, and sure enough, I have a huge poop stain on my shirt, and I smelled it like all throughout the day. Had no idea. It was just nice, and I was like, oh, okay, great. Yeah. So yeah.
I definitely remembered what you said, and you vowed, because I've said it to the girls, I will give you something to cry about. You just want to cry. Let me help you. I can help you out. But one thing that my mom, that I remember her saying, and I'll definitely say to the girls, pretty is as pretty does. And I just will never forget, my mom always said that to me and my sisters.
We have like family devotionals and stuff. I think like what Valerie said though too, I mean, just showing them love also and forgiveness, and if you do have to discipline them for anything, making sure you're not doing it out of anger, and even after it's done and over, and you move on and you let them know that we love you and we're not mad or angry at you, and and teaching, and I think setting the example when you're out with them throughout the day and how you treat other people, and when you're in situations at the store that may be stressful or frustrating, your reaction to that is an example that it can go one way or the other, and just try and set that for them.
One of the most important things you can do is to teach them to obey and love God. I mean, that's what we want them to do as they grow old, and it's not always a formal thing. It's something you teach them all the time. From praying with them at bedtime to reading Bible stories, to just showing them things in nature. I mean, that is something that we did. And as they got older, we did things like that too, as far as having more formal times, as far as, family devotions and things like that as well. When the kids got older, we like to read Proverbs with them, and, when they're going through adolescence and stuff, and that is a very good thing.
Yeah, it's okay just to be a confident mom. I think we see nowadays, we have so many influences coming in social media and people from the outside, and we have to make tough decisions that aren't popular. We have to say no to things, and we have to be okay with that. It doesn't matter. There's going to be opinions around and stuff, but ultimately we know our kids, and we know their weaknesses and their strengths and what makes them tick, and really what's best for them, and be confident in that.
I would like to say, you have to learn to let things go. You have to learn, that your kids don't have to look a certain way. Your home don't have to look a certain way. You don't have to look a certain way. Anyway, you find that out right away. You can't keep up. You can't keep up with all that.
Just because I'm at the toddler stage, just to calm down and just to breathe and just enjoy every moment, even because when you get home, it's go time. Make dinner, get them ready for bed, and so it's easy to get caught up in that, but I have to remind myself, just enjoy it and just slow down and just love on your kids. So.
Well, since we've had the girls, we've had them for their first Christmas. So they love books, and we love to read to them. They love when Sean and I read to them. So we got them a little book about, it's the real story of Christmas, because we want them to know, who Jesus is, and this is really why we celebrate Christmas. But Easter came around, and we found another little book about Easter and the real story of Easter. And we want them to know the real meanings of these holidays. And, they get to have fun with the candy and bunnies and eggs and stuff like that, but we want them to know the real story. So we were reading the story of Easter to the girls, and we got to a picture, and they know who Jesus is in the book. They can point him out. And we got to a picture of Jesus on the cross.
Right.
And on his feet there was a little dot, and where his feet were there and his hands there was a little dot, and Heaven's demeanor sort of changed, and she kind of knew that something was wrong. And she looked at the picture of Jesus, and she pointed to his feet and said, "You got a boo-boo?" And it just did something to me. And I said, "Heaven, yes, Jesus took a boo-boo for us." And she pointed to his hands and the little dot there, so he got a boo-boo. And I said, "Yes, he took a boo-boo for the world." And yes, it was just the sweetest thing that
so sweet.
she couldn't understand, that something was wrong with this picture. It was, and she said he got a boo. It was just, so we're teaching them now about Jesus, and they may not fully understand everything,
Right.
but as they grow up, they will have that.